everyone, we're back with Torrents of the Spellhoarder on Elderbrain's channel, and we are deep in the jungles of Island Kiraku. And I would like to introduce our players, April, Joe, John, and Tommy, whom I would like to briefly describe, ask to briefly describe their characters, please. And let's jump into action.
All right. Well, hello there. I am playing Mayra Deepscar of the Azure Abyss. She is a Triton, Oath of the Open Sea Paladin.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'll be playing Rax, the Wormslayer Ranger.
Hi, I'm John, and I'll be playing Ko, the Echo Knight.
Hello, Tommy here. I'll be playing Ferromelars, the Young Bronze Dragon Ranger.
Yes. So, let me briefly describe our delicate situation here. You are on the island of Kiraku, which was never your goal. You got shipwrecked, you got attacked by Morgar, cultists, secrets, shell relics, all of that, and you made your way through the island and realized that this is an inhabited island. You find the remains of an ancient Minotaur civilization, which has probably reigned thousands of years ago. Their remnants, the remnants of this civilization remains only as a small village on the shore. You met some huge giant apes that came to forage for metal, which for some reason they lack. They traveled from far on their canoes, probably not that far, but days travel from another island. They seemed totally intelligent and civilized, sort of, compared to animals. They could speak. They spoke Druidic, and they are still camping near the Minotaur village, which is a village of followers of Baphomet, and well, we just skipped that part and went around their village for obvious reasons on this little rowboat that Mare summoned for a magical patch on her cloak. And you visited a smaller set of ruins where you found dead spellcaster in red robes, ravaged by spiders, some sort of a cave-in in an entrance to a deeper structure, which you again left and went to this campsite where, as you found out, these spellcasters have taken they made their base camp, and from where they explored the island in search of a node, search of a node of enchantment, as their journal stated. In this journal, you found more evidence. Oops, I'm sorry, I need to put April back. She's going.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yay!
So you found this camp, and inside this camp consisted of a couple of large tents, very basic belongings that they left there, and these magical glyphs that protected their tents. You found a journal which shed more light on their origins. They came from the island of Santaros. They were part of a crew. This was a journal written by one of the spellcasters under Lord Baremo Physmos, who is a Santarosian half-dragon noble who traveled on his ship called the Flame Drake from Santaros to the island of Kiraku in search of this node of enchantment, which they didn't find, according to the journal. They've been looking for it for days. They visited, as you've seen, the smaller ruins, the larger ruins. They saw the Minotaur village. They faced a gigantic half dragon, half black dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex, which roams the Isles, which originates from Centaurus, and which they knew from before and thought to be killed, but it wasn't. Obviously it wasn't. And what else was in there? The ship. The ship is very important because you're looking for a ship, and the ship is hidden in a cove where they hid it, and also there's a strange reference to the unseen crew that was operating this ship, commanded by Lord Baron of Fismos. Now, I think this is all that the journal contained. But you have the copy, so if you have any questions, please ask. Currently, at this moment, you are standing in this humid, heated jungle, which obviously, of course, is a bit less of a strain, and there's more air as you come out of the woods and enter this field of ruins, which is overgrown but still, not covered by trees, and you're standing in front of this block of stone, 20 feet by 20 feet. Everything speaks of a Minotaur heritage. You can see, as in the image, there is an entrance. There's an open door, basically. It's a four-fold metal door that retracts to the stone. It has retracted to the stone. It's covered in mold. It hasn't been touched for a while now. There is a large bronze hand of a Minotaur in the middle, grasping in the air within the middle of the room. And I would like to give away a few more information and hints. If you would please roll survival or track-related survival check, or an intelligence investigation check, whichever is higher.
21 on survival for Code.
Nice. Ooh. Who's that? Whose roll was that? 19?
That was me.
And 24 for Lars.
24. Okay, so you stand there and you make a good collection of the events that have unfolded here. Well, yeah, except for Mara, who is watching watching the birds fly by. But they are beautiful birds. So that's a good excuse for it. And you see that the top half of the as you can see, the very bright green part is marked and eaten away by as a stone could be eaten away by some sort of a substance like acid, and this is all over the ground as well. So you can see the vegetation in a line being burned away by acid. You can see the rocks being burned by this acid, and Rax immediately recognizes the breath weapon of a black dragon. Okay. Also, within this undergrowth, you can see the signs of struggle and combat. You can see the hooved footprints of a large, probably Minotaur, that moved around, and you can see the actual footprints of a large draconic T-Rex that has moved around in probably in combat with this Minotaur. So,
And the expedition footprints, because they were also here.
yeah, the expedition, the footprints of several humanoids, some of them small, either children or gnomes or halfling, and some of them of human, elven, whatever, medium-sized humanoid size, can also be found, especially with this very high check that Feromlars has made, and you spot them and see them going to the east from here. So they traveled from their camp, as you could recollect. They retraced their route from their camp. They came here and they left to the east. Yeah.
And right in front of us is that hand.
It's within the stone block, like in a room.
Right.
Yeah.
Best advice I ever got. I'll give to everyone now. Don't touch it.
I didn't want to touch it till you just said that. Why would you do that to me?
Don't do it. Listen, it's going to turn you into something bad. We don't need it. We're not trying to arm wrestle the statue. We're trying to get off of this island.
I appreciate the wisdom. I still want to touch it now.
Do we see any signs of the expedition that we're following? That would be the question. Did they go into any deeper exploration of these ruins, or have they moved on? The birds in this area are lovely.
They moved on to the east.
Oh, good. You have them then.
Yes.
Able to track them. All right. So then we can move on to the east and continue to pursue.
I would like to throw in one extra thing that Feromlars just picks up a smell. A certain smell he recognizes from the ship. It's the smell of Captain Giggs' Shortpebbled.
I smell Captain Giggs.
And you look into the room and you can see his hat lying next to behind, sticking out from behind his hand. There.
Okay, can we
back away slowly?
But just take a moment to appreciate that was one of the best dragon scenting I think that I've ever heard. Did we all see the hat, or just Lars?
He points out.
Yeah. And I smell. Do I smell Jade Storm's sweat or something
You
like
smell
that?
the hat. You smell
Okay, that
the hat.
he was here.
Now it looks like they got him.
He touched the hand. I
Told you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to call it getting short. Now we're going to call it getting short-pebbled. Don't get short-pebbled. That's when you touch something you shouldn't touch.
I like it.
Oh, we got gixed.
We learned about Shape the Mermaid, and now we have a short pebble. I applaud this. Rax, have you ever faced a Tyrannosaurus half dragon in your adventures?
Luckily,
I would
no.
invite you to say that again very slowly.
Okay.
No. Doesn't
Okay.
exist. I mean, it does, but only here. So does that mean it's really in the world, or is it just on this magic island? I've never seen anything like it, but I've seen a few better black dragons, and I know that unless we're here to collect some heads and get paid, we should keep focused on getting off of this island.
And as you speak, you stand next to this footprint, which I would like to tell you is a gargantuan in size. Okay?
We're in open air, right?
Yes, you
Obviously.
are.
Because
Mhm.
Well,
Yes.
and I would also say we probably need to move away from being in the open sky. Though Lars, you've been flying around the island and have not seen any other signs of this Dragon X.
I heard its roars from the north,
Right, from that
From-
smaller...
from the swampy island.
Looking at that footprint on the ground, I will add, sometimes nature makes mistakes. And that's what this feels like.
Okay.
What if Gix is stuck inside?
Well, he got himself short-pebbled, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
You mean in the statue? Or in a room?
Somewhere.
If we're concerned but don't want to give it much time, I could send in take some time and send in an echo to explore, and that way we're not putting ourselves in jeopardy. But they weren't too concerned for us.
The captain abandoned his ship and, more importantly, abandoned his crew.
Mm.
He violated one of the core principles of the open sea.
All right.
He made his fate and he made his choice here. I have no doubt that if he's exploring down in there, he was seeking only loot and treasure for himself.
Mm.
He made his choice.
I don't know. I'm having conflicts. I have doubts. Should we leave someone to suffer if he's suffering? We can help.
Can any one of you steer the ship if we find it?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I can.
Myra.
Well, and it sounds like the
And besides that, we're seeking to find the expedition because they have a crew.
Yeah.
So they should have a navigator and be fully capable of sailing the ship. We're just trying to secure a ride.
Maybe the Skix won't be so insufferable if he's not the captain. Maybe right now he's just a scared little man who needs some help. You know. Besides, clearly knows a bit. We could get some favors, maybe? I don't know. I just feel strange about leaving someone to their fate if we can help. And that's not like me, and I feel like I've been around you more a bit, and it's rubbing off. I want to sleep good at night with the decisions I made, maybe even start praying. I don't know how it works.
All right. Well, if Co does have a way that it sounds very efficient and probably maybe quickly to gather more information about what the fate of the former captain is, then we can we'll take a few minutes to explore. Is that acceptable?
I'm
We'll
willing.
take a few minutes and then we can, once we have more information, we'll make a decision on whether to press east after the expedition or indulge Rax's conscience.
I mean, it don't hurt to take a look, right?
Well, I agree with you, Rax, but you were the one who started with the wisdom of don't touch the hand.
I
And it
do
seems
think
like
don't touch the hand.
We are touching
That's
the
a bad
hand.
move. But the good news is, it's 4 of us.
Yeah. There's 4 of us.
Do we have any means to read this cursed script?
Oh.
I point to the script on the door.
Yeah, there's a
archway.
I can read it. It's real easy. I'll tell you what it says right now. Go over to it. Let me put on my my monocle. And I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
We should make another image with the monocle on. All right, comprehend language. That allows you to read as well, not just to comprehend spoken language, right? Please look up
You know,
spell.
it sounds like I should know that.
You could help me.
Because I'm a
by
professional in comprehend languages. I'd like to comprehend languages. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. Oh, you also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface.
They knew how to create this well.
Right, I can do this. I'm a professional. Go ahead and take my hand and be like, this is a bad idea. Touch it wherever the words are, and guide my hand over it and start saying what it translates to out loud.
So you touch this inscription. You can see it's very old. It's moldy. It's chipped away by the weather.
It's old and chipped away.
Countless storms. It says, in a language which you don't know, it says, "I shall only serve a worthy horned one. A worthy horned one. I shall only serve a worthy horned one."
It says I shall only serve a worthy horned one, and don't touch it.
Don't touch the hand.
Don't touch the horns or the hand. Yeah.
Never touch the horn, and only touch the hand when it's extended to you.
Okay.
That's the other good bit of advice I got when I was a lad. Listen, Lars, I think this is for you. You're the only worthy horned one around.
Well,
Best of luck.
if you want me to explore, I know you all have seen it before, but a reminder, I'll sit down, I'll go deaf and blind, but you can shake me and I can narrate what goes on from what my echo sees. I'll be seeing through the echo's eyes. And that way, if something bad happens, the echo vanishes and I'll just pop back. I can explore to 1,000 feet and it'd take up to 10 minutes.
Can your echo, can it move through solid surfaces like walls?
Unfortunately not.
So we would need to find where, because we don't see like an entrance or anything, right?
No,
There's like
you don't know.
just this spot.
Can it manipulate stuff?
So we will need to find if this leads into some sort of chamber or some other kind of dwelling, and that's where Gix is. We will have to open it before we can send your echo.
Sorry, there's an important information that the block of stone has cogwheels on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of sitting on a base of cogwheels, right?
No. It's just cogwheels on the outside. So where it touches the ground, it's encased in stone, and the cogwheels kind of disappear into the stony base.
Can we investigate that a bit? What the function would be?
Yeah, sure. You can roll an investigation check. I'm looking at the echo, manifest echo ability, and I'm trying to find out if this has any strengths, or you can manipulate, open a door.
No.
Push
Very manipulative. Just
Yeah,
take
all
total
the
advantage
power.
of people.
All power. No, it kind of doesn't. It's got like one hit point and kind of look around. And that's about it.
Yeah, I cannot.
The journal that had this picture, there was also like a mechanism that it had. There was a picture of a mechanism off to the side of it that was like circle.
Let's
The
see
horn.
Let's see the journal.
Okay, Lars sniffs around the outside of the base and looks at these cogwheels. 30
There it
damage. No.
As they're doing this, I want to start whittling on a little stick. We're just watching and whittling.
Okay, it's the horn part.
Yeah.
Oh no, who moved it?
I did. I'm sorry.
And maybe for my mental image, so we've all now gone into the structure and kind of stand on the thing.
Oh no! You're sending the echo in.
We're
there,
still
right?
out.
Okay,
We're
still out. We're still thinking the echo.
Yeah.
Or have I already going?
So you manifest this echo, which is an ancestor of yours, right? Like a ghost, sort of.
Yeah.
And this echo, of course, looks like a tortoise. Sorry, it was the turtle, and it has this rough look on its face, and also the martial expressions of Ko, and it nods when it sees you and sees all of you and walks. I mean, you mentally command it, and it moves into the chamber, which is a 15 by 15 foot chamber with this arm extended large arm, or a bronze arm in the middle. You see nothing in particular. Nothing happens to it. You see the hat lying there. You see some cobwebs here and there. You know, a little spider maybe, and you know, nature just happens. You know, entered the chamber, and nothing special. Anything I couldn't, you know, there's nothing else to mention. Can I remove the journal?
Sure.
I do think our key to opening it is still locked, still sitting outside, just whittling, watching the echo go inside. Though Lars is the key to open on this thing.
I am indeed. Leave no one behind.
Well,
At this moment, from quite a distance, you hear a terrible roar.
Okay, Lars tenses up immediately.
And Celeste gets ready.
find it.
You know,
The direction of the roar, I want to hide.
the direction I would say northwest, and the distance is very, very far. You can imagine, you know, a colossal dragon roaring far, far, far away. I'm telling you this because you guys are very keen on perception. You know, you're very perceptive, and you could spot this within, you know, in a you know, chirping and monkey sounds. You can hear this roar right to the northwest.
So the animal sounds don't cut out when this roar happens.
Well, yeah, for a brief period of time, but then they just return. The roar also fades away.
Right.
It's just that
Kinda using that
you've heard it being active, and you can locate northwest probably.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get inside this thing.
Well, the jungle also is, you know, probably a good cover for you guys, but you decide. It's not getting closer. It fades away, so it probably goes, you know, a different direction away from you. You know, I'm just saying that it's around, and it's probably airborne.
So
Alright.
the journal showed that the connection to the entrance, there seems to be a mechanism that's around the Minotaur, the bas relief of those Minotaurs, right? That's what the journal seems to be depicting. That there's some kind of mechanism associated with those heads, those Minotaur heads in the corners.
No, not really. So the journal probably depicts several of the ancient Minotaur ruins and, you know, columns and in general, you know, you can't recognize.
I'm specifically Gilbert. I'm specifically talking about that picture that says, with the arrow that says entrance, and then it has the Minotaur heads, and then it looks like there's some kind of mechanism next to it. So that
Let's see.
maybe I just obviously I completely misinterpreted that image.
This one in the, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm trying to focus. This is what you mean, so that you can. I just wanted to show the on our screen.
Right.
This depiction doesn't fit the entrance you see now. Okay.
Okay. So it's not.
It's
okay.
This one has one in the middle, no arm within. You know, this is more like where the spell caster's body you found, where the crimson revenant spiders were. You know.
Gotcha. Okay.
The collapsed entrance.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so this is something completely different.
But you have this notion or this kind of feeling that these minotaurs were very technical, sort of. So all of these structures seem to be, of course, primitive ancient mechanisms, but as you can see here on the journal as well, there is some sort of a push here, pull there. It's all very mechanic when it comes to minotaur structures. What you have seen also, had many of them had cogwheels and these. I wish I knew the words for these in English. All these mechanical parts that you can see actually all around you as well. So you can see these
like gear tracks,
gears and stuff that raise, gates,
pulleys.
Pulleys and all that.
What do you think the function of these cogwheels are?
I think it opens the whole thing so we can go in it.
So we touch the hand and rotate the thing and go in?
Well, you can.
Yeah, why not? Well, no, we don't touch anything.
You
We
can
step
roll an
way back.
intelligence investigation.
Or the
check.
dragon does it.
Intelligence check?
Yeah, well, you did.
Can we
for me,
keep its
so-
echo out because of
I
the
rolled,
roar?
it was low.
Oh, I rolled low too.
Oh, okay.
We're a pretty bunch.
We're professionals.
We're mechanics. You have no idea what the gears do or how they work or what their purpose is.
Yeah, this is not how you build things under the sea. So Mayra doesn't. She's leaving it to the professionals.
Mhm.
Here's what I know. Them spiky bits turn like this. That's what they do. I don't know what it's connected to, but I imagine things turn around and there'll be some clicky noises. Seen it.
Conrad's in approval. Yeah.
Well, I think that answers our question. Perhaps this is divine intervention to let us know that this is not the place that we should. So we continue on east.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So tracking in the jungle, and I checked Rex's character sheet, and I realized you can move through difficult terrain easily. So what happens is you can go ahead and maybe you can help them by cutting with your battle axe, but the others, all of you, this is dense jungle, so you need to cut your way through it. And
Telling stories the whole time as he's hacking.
all right.
Let's see. How many of those do I get? 2?
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm looking. I have the freedom of movement spell, but
Mhm.
it's not worth messing with.
Oh, I mean, you can move around, and it's nothing,
Yeah.
particularly.
I'm not going to waste fourth level spells. Is basically what that comes down to, just so that we have an easier time trekking through the jungle.
I will.
If it could have affected the entire party, I probably.
What is this? A 4th level spell that makes this moment a little better? No, let's burn it.
I would have done it if it was for everybody and maybe a longer duration, but it's only an hour per person. So I was like, no, not worth it.
I love burning high level spell slots for utility moments.
Right? For convenience and comfort. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
So it's about 10 minutes each. Am I right? I always calculate this. I need to know this now. Or was it like how much was it? One tile for it was an hour? No, it was half an hour, right? Probably because this was 1 hour from the shore to the first ruins, another hour, and then these 2 hours. Yeah. So each tile, each 3,000 feet within the jungle is an hour's, half an hour's travel. So two tiles, 1 hour. So you travel through the jungle for an hour. Let me just
And Lars is
We're
And-
tracking,
and
I guess. Yeah,
Lars-
we're trying to.
right.
Yeah.
Lars and Rax are the ones trying to kind of
Yeah.
track and follow this.
You can actually, with these high rolls, you can pick up their traces. So you see how they where they moved. You can see their footprints. You can see these twigs broken on the ground. You can see their the leaves being brushed, the bushes being pushed aside. It's a couple. It's a small group. So they leave a trail. I'm sorry, which you can. With these being such professionals, you can track easily.
And it's relatively fresh, so.
Like a week, yeah, but the jungle is dense. It regrows quickly, regenerates quickly. A lot of rain falls, so it's not that easy. But with your high rolls, you can do that. And as you move 1-2 hours into the jungle, which way you're going? I would.
We're following the tracks.
Oh, you're following the tracks. Okay, I'm sorry. Stupid question. So you can see the tracks go a bit south by this mountainous or cliffy southern part of this cliffy area. When you hear the roar again, and this time, you pull up the roar. This time is a bit closer. So please roll a perception check.
Oh. Oh, 16 perception. Plus 6. 22.
Mm-hmm. So it's not that hard to spot a colossal black dragon, half black dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex, flying. I wouldn't say above you, but like close by. But the what makes it harder is the
25 on
yeah.
perception.
You immediately spot it through the canopy. The jungle canopy. That's how they call it, right? The top of the. I mean,
Yeah.
The jungle covers. It blocks sight to the air, to the sky, but you can spot this black shape passing by, and now the sounds of the jungle just become muted and they don't return. And you can hear this beast taking turns and making, probably flying in above your area and hunting or just looking for you. You never know.
Hide.
That's
Lars,
fair.
Lars
Yeah.
immediately hides.
The dragon hides. We all hide.
Okay, so you can see Lars like a little dog, like pulling in the tail and like going under the bushes and trying.
Whenever
to...
the dragon hides,
Yeah.
everybody should hide.
All right, let's see what it sees. Well, I roll a perception check, which is
Disadvantage due to the canopy?
no, it doesn't have disadvantage. So the DC, please. I know the DC. Please tell me the rolls.
19.
Show me the rolls.
You might cast Compelled Duel on the dragon.
What are the rolls again?
19.
Yours is 19. With others?
What are we rolling?
Yeah, what we need to roll.
Well, are you hiding or
Or if
are you?
100%.
Yeah, I think we are trying to take cover and hide. So
Let's see.
it's going to be
Yeah.
plus a 2.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'd say 21.
That's a 4.
That's
A
good one.
juicy turtle meat.
Mhm.
Turtle.
He's got his nice shiny shield. Just
Well, and I would
Yeah,
imagine
fling,
that
fling.
right here, right
Reflecting.
here.
looks really tasty to a dragon.
Yeah.
Humming
Rex?
it.
I'm doing it. I had to add stuff up.
Mm-hmm. And it's a dragon, don't forget.
Dun, 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 right?
Ooh,
28. Natural 20.
nice.
I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Yeah. Crazy.
Advantage
okay.
on stealth.
So what happens is that all of you
Like
are-
Homer Simpson going into the bushes.
yeah, like melding into it. Nobody sees Drax. The rest of you just hide. Mara finds a good cover under a huge leaf, as does Feromilars. And Ko also believes like this trunk or wood or of a tree, I'm sorry, to be a good cover, just goes next to it and like lays down. But
And
then,
retracts.
Can I help? Can I help Ko? Can I help him hide?
yeah, you could, but that's
I want to do that.
But that's the
Oi,
next
mate,
action.
you got to cover that tail.
Next action.
And so you move to him or just speak to him?
I just want to help him in whatever way is best. Yeah, I think maybe he would like try to pull something over Ko a little bit, just to give him some. Yeah, I want to perform the help action.
Yeah. I understand.
For my friend.
So well, you run there probably and just cover him in something. Please, Ko, I would like to ask Ko, I mean Sir John, to roll one more die so we could see if you could do this with advantage. So where that leads.
Woo, 19.
19. So Rex just saved all of your lives. he runs up to you and like as he runs he gathers this undergrowth, the foliage, and then just covers all of it on you, and then just rolls under the trunk, so he remains totally unseen. And then you can hear it very, very close, just swooping past your location. And you can hear it crushing into the jungle somewhere. There's a painful cry of a boar or several boars, and there's a tree falling over, and then it takes to the air with huge wing buffs, and it flies away, roaring and munching loudly on the boar that it hunted.
Well, she'll be satisfied.
Phew.
Also, the image I would like to show you, because you saw through the canopy, so it's something. It's a sight to behold, let's say.
It's a treasure for the world to find.
Things you can't unsee.
So this is
Black Dragon Edition.
Yeah.
this is the half dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex that you see flying above. Okay. You see the image?
Not.
On the mountain.
On the
Maybe
mountain.
put it in the water.
Okay, yeah. I zoomed out and yeah.
Right.
Okay. And I would also like to just show off the scene. Oh, where's that scene? Tommy, can you help me with the?
Do it at the end. It's
Okay. So this half dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex flies away, and you wait a bit, if it returns or not, and then you continue on your path, following the trails of this expedition of Santarosian origin. And as you move through the jungle for another, actually 2 hours, you follow the tracks to the feet of this cliff. Can I call this a mountain or a hill? Based on its size, it could be a small mountain, I suppose.
In Texas, we call hills mountains.
It's the same here. Now, as you track in the jungle and as you follow this trail, you feel a very, very strange sensation. This sensation basically raises doubts that you should continue, and sort of very soon gives space to pure fear of progressing. As you go in the jungle, you imagine the worst possible nightmares that could swoop down on you. You kind of feel that it's not the best idea to continue, and you doubt your own motives on progressing. I would like to ask everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw.
So I have aura of courage.
Yes. Oh, I read that as well. Yeah. In 10
Yeah.
feet, everybody's immune to frighten, right?
Right.
So I would say that the feeling exists, but you look at Mara, who affirms you that everything is all right. You're barely just looking at her. Her stature, her commitment to progressing and moving forward just helps everybody to come over this very strange feeling. It is unnatural. So you can feel that you immediately understand that this is a magical enchantment compelling you, and that's very strange.
Is it just me, or does Myra look taller?
She has that effect quite often.
I look at least 5'1".
Okay. So you overcome.
What do you feel that?
You overcome this fear, and actually, yeah, you understand that it's a magical effect that affects you.
Something's trying to keep us out of here.
Can you sense the direction? Oh,
Go ahead.
can you sense the direction?
Oh,
No.
Oh, but I felt we crossed into something. Some sort of magical doodad.
And as Lars said, I don't know if I care, but we need to go after it.
You don't know
Well, we're
where.
still going the way we're going, right?
Mm.
Something's trying to keep us out.
All right.
We're still following the trail, correct?
Yes, you are following the trail, but the trail sort of disappears, as if it abruptly just ended. No more broken twigs, no more bushes pushed aside, no more footprints on the ground. You even sometimes find leftover food, but like crumbles and this and that. It's all gone, and you're at the foot of this mountain, and the jungle just overgrows its feet on the cliffs, and yeah.
Are there signs of like the trail stops here at the base of this mountain? Does it look like they like made camp here and hung out for a while, or there's remnants of old food, or did this tracks just disappear? Like boop, they stop.
They just disappear, and I would like to ask you to, and all of you, to roll a wisdom nature check, please.
What is that?
16.
Wisdom or intelligence? Because you said nature check.
Wisdom nature.
Intelligence nature.
That's an error in the book. Can you make a note? Can you make a note?
Be wisdom.
This is a special nature check.
14.
Tommy, can you make a note for yourself? Thanks.
This
Right,
isn't
so-
my nature.
So whoever 14 Rax and Co, you immediately realize that the jungle is very, very silent. So you come to the foothills, the trail disappears, and the jungle becomes silent. It's a strange, unnatural silence that haunts the area. The lack of animals, you don't see animals, and you just realize that since you've been feeling this strange feeling that gave you this urge to not go forward. Ever since you felt that, it's like a couple of 100 feet that you've traveled with that feeling. You don't see animals anymore. You don't see the birds. You don't see anything, and it's very, very silent. And you are now at the feet of the mountain. Jungle everywhere around you. What do you guys do?
I want to take the thing of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Sorry. No.
I promise whatever you were about to do, way more impressive.
I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to ask questions. So go, Rax.
Rax is going to take the thing he's been whittling and tap Co with it and go, "Boy, look at this. It's a back scratcher. I'll make you one." And then go ahead and take it. And I know this looks so ridiculous. Poke the mountain with it.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's doing is checking if there's a false door, if that's
Illusion.
just an illusion. It's odd that tracks just disappear. I know some folks that have hidden things behind walls that don't exist. So just kind of seeing if the stick goes through the rock or just poke the mountain.
Sure.
Poke the rock right in
You
front
are
of
a
us.
professional, undoubtedly.
Oh, this is what I do. Look,
And
it
you
doesn't
do this
look
with
good,
a
but this is how we do it.
Which gives it style, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And when he does that and Mayro realizes what he's doing, pull another patch, reach into my bag and take out that cloak, pull another patch and toss it on the ground so that it forms, and it's a 10-foot pole, and hand that over to Rax.
Mm-hmm.
You got one of them with a claw on the end of it?
Well, I wouldn't suggest you use it to scratch your back. But
Yeah, actually, he would. He would take it and be like, "This is not as effective."
Yeah. And it may signal to the dragon.
sorry,
Well-
guys, it was too perfect. I was like, we got to bring a 10-foot pole into this. So
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Mayra
just-
always
that's-
needs to
that's
be
what
on
I'm
top.
doing. I'm checking for false walls. He's looking for a secret door, essentially.
Mm-hmm. I would
But
like to
check
ask
for
you to roll a wisdom perception skill check, please.
Someone else should do this.
You've got the idea. How about I help?
Could I get some aid?
Yeah. Your idea, so you can have fun.
I think once Mayra hands over the pole, she has had her shield and trident out through this. One for going through the jungle, and just because there's a lot of tension. So she's actually turned away from the group as they're kind of exploring the wall, and is keeping eye in the surrounding jungle, in the air, just kind of keeping an eye out.
So you miss the birdies, you miss movement, you miss sound. It's eerie. Upholding your shield and holding your trident, you're backing them up while they are poking with the 10-foot pole. Or actually, well, it's one of them. They do it both. So one of them pokes with the back scratcher, and the other one pokes with the pole. And they very soon realize that the jungle, all the plants on the side of the cliffs are really like grown over on the rocks, but there's a crack where you can push the pole through, and it doesn't look like an illusion. It's just a densely overgrown crack,
Like a ravine, kind
like a ravine, and you kind of just poking around, both of you, you can locate the crack, and as you move closer, because the back scratcher is not that long, you need to move closer, you can see two minotaur shapes engraved on next to this crack, next to this entrance, sort of like two reliefs of stone reliefs of minotaurs standing next to this. Of course, the minotaurs are also overgrown, and the whole thing is covered with plants, but you find an entrance with these minotaur stone reliefs.
Look over at Co. Well, that's a relief. Come on, what? Who let him in here?
And some water trickling out of the
Water.
Yeah.
I think
But-
Koa. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think I would go over and kind of touch to see if it looked like a magical growth, not knowing magic, but just kind of like, does this look fresh and new or normal?
And now I would like to ask both of you, Rex and Co, being at the entrance and finding who found and are closer to this, to roll. Oh no, I'm sorry. So as you poke it, you feel now a different urge, similar to the previous one that wanted to keep you away and making you stop to advance and raising doubts. Now you feel the totally opposite. You feel attracted to this opening. you want to explore, you want to go inside, you feel an urge, like a feeling pulling you inside and making you want to explore and enter through this vegetation that covers. So please roll a wisdom saving throw and see if you can resist this urge, which is
So Mayra has made sure that she's roll with it's not going to make any difference to you, but
+3.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
Plus 3
the
wisdom.
aura of protection of Mera is in effect all the time. Please remember to add +3 to your rolls.
10 then.
Yes.
17.
So this feeling is overwhelming. Okay. Very, very strong.
you have to have a better roll than that for your saving throws for wisdom.
Who, me?
Yeah, what's your bonus to your saving throws? Sorry.
Wow, that's
Mechanics kick in.
strong feelings.
No, but you said it was a 17 and you rolled a 14.
was.
So you were
Yeah.
just adding my +3. Did you add your wisdom save as well?
I have a +0 to wisdom.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind.
Have you not noticed
I'll
yet?
go back down.
Do you know who you've been traveling with?
Yeah.
I have
Like,
wisdom,
you're right.
wisdom, intelligence, and charisma are all at a 10. It is +0 down the line. And I also have absolutely no proficiency in anything in those categories. So I don't even add my proficiency bonus except for deception.
That is so
So
awesome. That wasn't supposed to be like the racks outed.
He's been trying to skate by. It definitely looks like nature.
Very professional. So the thing is that please play us so you feel like you have to go in there, right? You're
We should do this.
compelled to do so.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a wisdom save as well?
As soon as you're getting there. So what you see is that you turn back and they say what they say. As soon as you guys, Feromlars and Mera gets there, to the entrance, you also roll the same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Ko would definitely be, hey, we got to go in. Just full out, like, embrace. embracing it because John wanted him to go in anyways.
I agree.
All
21.
right,
All the good stuff in there.
so I add,
Let's wait for April.
I add an 11 plus
Oh.
14. I add 14 to my wisdom.
Choo.
That's how it should be done. Somebody
That's
has
some.
to
That's some
resist
high.
all of that.
Oh.
34.
All right, so this feeling
Somebody has to be the voice of reason here. Come on.
exactly to be stable and a pillar,
He said it's all hard.
an
Come on.
unmovable granite, block. So
Granite.
you both move after them because they are sort of almost halfway in it, inside the vegetation, because they are not even waiting for you guys to discuss this. They are just moving in, and you also, both of you, feel this rush of unnatural, compelling feeling that this is so exciting. I need to be in there, and April, you just shake it off like that. There's no doubt. This is undoubtedly has no effect on you, as it does not have on Tommy, Feromalars, who looks at you, like
And shakes his head.
shakes his head, looks at you, with this question in his eyes. They are moving. You as you look at the dragon, you see that he resists, to move.
But we
in.
see that the others don't resist, so that's
They don't
obvious.
resist, and they
This is
sort
gonna
of
be good.
already moved inside.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Lars goes immediately after them.
Rax, Co, stop.
Hey, cool, yeah.
You guys can. That's how my 5-year-old reacts. you can stop
that
if
they
you want.
do not stop.
you-
That's what he actually said.
Increasing my steps and marching very forcefully forward toward them to
yeah, they're like
Code
10,
my
20
will.
feet away, so you can stop if you want.
Co wouldn't stop at Mara saying that, but Rax saying that to Mara, he would freeze because that's a fight.
Okay, so you guys, what do you guys do? So Cole stops, Rax just carries on, right?
Can they stop with it?
Yeah, they can stop.
Can I make another check or
Sure.
something to stop his feet?
To
Do I need to do anything to stop, or can I just say? I think he would like if it's okay just to say it.
You
If
can-
Co
you-
stopped, he'd be like, "Well, you're not doing this with me."
Yeah, and then you want to take a few steps towards Cole, so like back
Sure.
up to him.
Yeah.
You feel like you can't, so like you're like, I'm not going back. I need to move forward, So you can stop,
No.
but not go
No,
back.
quitters.
But just,
No,
You
a bit.
only fail when you stop trying.
right, but let's wait for the group.
Yeah, they are.
They need to come with us.
Oh yeah, the group. No, they're coming. We're scouting.
You
This
catch
is
up
our
with them, so
job.
let's not waste time on that. You catch up with them. They still want to go inside, very very much,
And they
They-
use their movement to go inside, is what happens.
and they use their movement. Yeah, so they go. You can stop to talk. But
There's a
What we wanna-
compulsion on this place.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
No,
Mhm.
implanting you to bring you inside.
What's
So,
that now?
there's a compulsion on this. Here.
let's
Go-
say they start to move again. So you're talking to them,
Right.
but they're moving.
As
Touch
we're
them.
walking, keep talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
Touch them. Cleansing touch.
Oh,
So I'm going to, and I don't know if this is going to work,
I don't
but
know either. We will find out in a moment.
right, we will. So I'm gonna touch each of them, starting with Rax, since he seems to be the one who is more giving into this, and do cleansing touch. It ends one spell on yourself or a willing creature, and it can, and I can do it a number of times equal to my charisma. So,
So it's like a dispel magic.
it just ends one spell on yourself or a willing creature. It does not. So magical effects. I think that's a DM call.
Yeah. No, it's okay. If it ends one spell or effect or whatever, it's gone. So the urge is gone. You stop.
Okay,
you
and then
touch both of
immediately
them.
hit-
Wait, stop.
So
And then they go, what was I doing? Why am I here? And as you as you moved in, I just wanted to describe that you are moving in through in like a little alleyway, or how do you call this, like a crevice. There's a little stream at your feet, of course some vegetation, and it goes sort of downwards into more vegetation, so it's a path, you know.
Do we see?
The spell effect has ended?
It has ended.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so now saying that the spell effect has ended, Lars, did you followed us in, right? So you're here with us?
Yes.
Okay. So asking of Lars and Rax, does it look like the tracks for the expedition? Do you see signs of them around you?
The water washed away any tracks that were.
I would say you can see. I'm sorry, you can see a couple of, not just the water. It's a small stream. You can see the torn twigs and such. You know. And
okay, they were
branches.
here.
Yeah, you can see they were here.
Well, I'll be a kobold's footrest. We was under a spell.
Not the first time, won't be the last. Thank you again, Mayra.
Aye, thank you.
Absolutely. Well,
Show the map, Gobby.
On
On
the positive, it seems we are back on the trail of our expedition.
But should we be concerned that that sort of compulsion will come over us again?
It was incredibly powerful.
I liked it quite a bit.
Perhaps now that you're aware of it, you will be you will have an advantage to being able to resist the effects.
Right. Thankfully, it didn't turn us against each other.
Yeah.
Of course. Did everybody else just lose the image?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see it's coming back.
Oh. I have one that says hit point tracker changelog.
Yeah, I have the bottom of what looks like a fog of war.
Oh, a little fog of war action. I like it. I like it.
Check for trap.
I will try to remove more.
Time.
No, but we step inside. We moved a lot.
No, I mean you're
Light
here.
a torch.
You either continue or not. I'm trying to remove a bit more, but maybe not. I will just show you the whole thing when you progress. So what do you guys do?
After seeing Rax pull out the torch, I'm gonna take out my drift globe.
Yes.
And hand.
Is that a drow thing? But that's a drift disc. I'm sorry. Yep.
And I'm gonna give it to offer it to Rax. This is you can use this as a light source, if you prefer. And so basically, well, I mean, I guess Mayra would explain the way that
there's
it
a
works.
light.
What? There is light.
I just would like to add that you're in this path, crevice, you know, whatever you call this, and at the end you can see light.
Excited.
Light outside the vegetation, you know. Yeah. So you're not like going into a cave or something, you know. It seems like the top is open, right?
90 feet above.
90 feet above. There's cliffs on both sides, and at the end, as you know, as you can see through the plant life ahead, you can see the sky here and there.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, and since Rax was ready to light, maybe not lit yet, I'd also say, and guys, remember, and Co would light his sword. I can light my sword for a light source also that's magical, where we don't burn resources and then deactivate it.
Mayra, what was that little thing you took out? When was ending of?
Oh, this it just provides a light source. There's a command word that allows you to make it, and go ahead and demonstrate it. Say it rises into the air about 5 feet, and kind of take a couple steps over and a couple steps the other direction, and the globe follows. And it also, and then go ahead and deactivate it, it also can act as powerful daylight. It can cast the daylight spell like once a day.
That's a fancy doodad. I like it.
She has all the pretty toys.
She does. But she don't have one of these.
How far ahead can we see?
So a couple of 10 feet. It's all overgrown. So if you state that you progress, then I'll let you know what you see.
I think we do. Lars says.
And
Huh?
Yep, and the compulsion is gone. Absolutely. So none of you feel it. You go ahead.
Do we need to know marching order going through here?
It's your call.
I would say that I think Rax is going to position himself somewhere near the back with Celeste. Just
Lars
keeping an eye.
goes in front. Let me in the front.
Please change your positions and move your tokens when needed.
And yeah,
And huddle around Mayra.
right. Yeah. Where do you?
So
Sorry.
the description of the entrance is the following: a narrow 5-foot wide and 40-foot long ravine leads ahead. It is almost entirely overgrown by thick vines and is considered difficult terrain. The dense foliage and thick layers of mud cover two monumental ancient stone statues of horned bullheads, with only the tips of their horns protruding as if guarding the cleft on both sides. Steep cliffs rise towards the jungle canopy 90 feet above and are completely covered by lush foliage. A slow trickle of water pierces the silence, seeping from the ravine beneath the undergrowth. So I'm sorry, these were not reliefs, but stone heads. Statues. So as you move forward, I show you.
Keep that 10-foot pole ready.
As you move forward, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's a very useful robe you've got there.
You need to cut through or just go very cautiously through this thick vegetation ahead, and the path kind of leads you downwards.
Upwards. The water's coming from.
Oh, sorry, upwards. And as you exit the foliage and this vegetation, the view just widens into a valley hidden within the jungle.
Do you know what I miss?
What do you miss, good sir?
Everything else.
Everything. Okay.
Did you know there's some people, they live their whole lives out in nature. They make it their way of life and what they do. Can you imagine?
What is that even about?
Not when it's good cities that people built. Nice taverns, warm fires. The only hunting you've got to do is where you're going to get your next coin to buy the next bit of food you're going to eat.
So you see this hidden valley on the mountainside, actually.
Like a crater, kind of.
Yeah, overgrown by vegetation. The sun shines through, but it's very hard to find even from the air. 8 thatched huts dot the valley floor, built on the stone bases of ancient Minotaur dwellings. Merely the bottom layer of walls remain on the rest of the ruins that crisscross the valley floor. A few small plots of lands are cultivated with yams and mangoes. The rest of the valley floor is overgrown and mostly untended. Many ancient blackened bones and skulls of Minotaur and other creatures protrude from the undergrowth throughout the field. A group of Minotaurs toils diligently in the fields with their great axes on their backs, tending to the crops or simply lounging and enjoying the serenity in front of their homes. This is the site. I show you an image to reflect this a bit further. It looks something like this. Oh, how can I move it now that I dropped it? Okay, so
Except way fewer minotaurs.
yeah,
Fewer.
yeah. Okay.
Looks as if we've stumbled upon a village.
Mm.
These minotaurs look big, muscled warriors. Okay, so there are no female children, none of that. You see a couple of them, not so many as on the image, and they are all, they all have their great axes on their backs, and they are big, bulk, buffed, huge minotaur fighters.
Do you think they might have captured the crew that was heading this way?
Yeah, do we see
If they
any
were
crew?
compelled to enter, they might be in one of these huts, and they know where their ship is.
So a calmness falls on you as you see this scene. They also look very, very calm and serene, and you also start to feel very calm and very, very, very relaxed, to put it in a way. I would like to ask you to roll a charisma saving throw.
This is nice, am I right?
Don't forget to add +3 to your saving throws.
Yes.
+3 to the save.
Oh,
That's good.
16.
24.
I get a +16 to my charisma saving throws.
I don't know how I've survived this long.
12 for Co.
Don't forget your
So that's a 20.
don't forget your what's the word?
Inspiration.
Inspiration die. Yeah.
Yeah. When
You
the
might
demon-
need it later. I'm just saying, don't forget it.
With the threat
So
of the dragon behind us, I think I'll use my inspiration.
what happens is this serenity and calmness just totally engulfs you, and you even kind of smile and see this place and feel very at home and very relaxed, and your thoughts are, oh, I totally understand why these minotaurs live here, why they stayed. You're not compelled to stay. It's just that all your readiness, actually, like combat readiness, is also gone. You are like really relaxed and calm.
And calm, yeah, calm settles.
I can understand the farming life.
Really
Maybe get a plot of land someday. Go out, buy a lake. I don't know.
Do they react to us?
Yes, I just wanted to wait for Rex to finish.
Oh, sorry.
He's just sort of waxing poetic about.
Yes,
It'd be nice
definitely.
to have a farm someday.
Because Lars
Someone
is
get-
combat ready.
Yes, so Lars growls.
I might get a goat. A goat. I don't know what you get. Yeah, maybe a goat or a sheep or sheeps. I don't know. What do you call two sheep? Are they sheeps? I'll get a few sheeps. I don't know. Rams? Is a ram a sheep?
So as you speak about this very calmly and smiling, the others are anybody who would be upset by your rambling would still now feels very calm about it and smiles. Yeah, they're called sheep. and then Frommelars gets a bit anxious.
Suddenly I want some brownies.
And this goes for Mary as well. I'm sorry, with your save.
You guys hungry?
So all three of you are affected except for Frommelars.
Well,
No. Yeah, Cole
my-
made it.
I used my inspiration.
Lars is like-
Rerolled. What? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Oh, you rolled higher than
Yes.
what was okay? I don't know what the number was, but if
24.
24.
24
All right.
for the second roll.
So yeah, you shake this off. So you're like, no. I said no.
Keep your wits about you.
Mm.
No, I think I've got clarity for the first time in a long time, mate.
You see these minotaurs turning their heads towards you. There is actually seven of them. Six of them look nothing particular with the battle axe or great axes on their backs and stuff, but you can obviously see their leader, the largest of them all, with an extra set of horns on top of his horned head. I'm showing you 1 second. It's not that easy.
So am I under the effects as well?
Yes.
Okay. Hearing Lars, did you make specific comment that there is some kind of effect going on here that is lowering our resistance or making us calm? Did you say something?
Yeah. I mean, I can feel it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he can feel it and identify it, even though Mayra feels very calm, can I go ahead and use Cleansing Touch on myself now? Because she would be aware that there is an effect, even though she's like,
of course.
oh, no,
It does. The effect, the calmness, doesn't affect you being rational and removing, any calmness from yourself. So yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's not because you mentioned like the combat ready and stuff like it.
No, it's more towards creatures, so you don't feel like,
immediately hostile or anything.
Yeah,
You're more open to. Okay, I think she can live with that. Maybe as long as she knows it's not going to. As long as she still has a rational thinking that if something attacks us, she's not going to be like, hey, that's just what happens.
Yeah, no, you're not like delusional
Okay.
or anything.
How much you want to bet that these minotaurs are completely rational, and that we could probably talk to that big one with the huge rack and say, like, we're looking for these explorers. We think you might have captured them, and do you mind if we, I don't know, take them out of here?
That seems reasonable to me.
I do think information gathering is the way to go.
Sometimes a little kindness. I'm having strange feelings of compassion towards creatures.
So
I think Ko is going ahead and clocking, they're under the influence, but we don't need to worry about it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we might have to have Mayra do something, but yeah, not yet.
I'm going to pick some flowers and start weaving a daisy chain crown.
Oh, that is beautiful. You've got quite a way with crafting.
So
nice.
you two see them being very, very high, but you can see these minotaurs putting down their tools and turning towards you and very slowly and calmly approaching, led by this, not so peaceful looking, minotaur who doesn't have the great axe in his hands. He wears the skull of a triceratops, and there are horns everywhere protruding from his knees, elbows, shoulders, all of that. They approach and they speak.
Like there's a
I think at seeing this, I think Rax would just go,
I think there's a cream that helps with that.
There's a cream for everything. It's like apps. They approach, and Ko and Feromalars, they're like, okay, they are coming our way. Okay, so what's next? You get ready. You kind of put on a stance, to jump, to whatever. The other two, Mera and Drax, they are, just standing there, smiling, and as the Minotaurs approach, their leader just says something in a language you don't understand. And then looks at you, and they show. They point and kind of a welcoming gesture. They kind of show with their hands towards the very end of the valley, where there are some caves. There's a cave opening like this way, where there's this waterfall at the end, and there's this cave opening. Some purplish light shining through, and they say and show their hands that way. That's what they do.
Which translates to sacrifice yourself to the light.
To the mighty Baphomet. But you didn't hear Baphomet, so that's multi-language. That's all over
Well, I
here.
was going to say your Minotaur is so fluent. Fantastic.
Mine. Thank you.
Yeah.
I generated some abyssal lines. But I don't have them now. I turned them off, unfortunately.
Really great. I was like, wow, that just sounds like a fully formed language.
That was Hungarian.
Well, there you go. That's why you're so good at it.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, so they try to welcome you and show you towards this cave. Go ahead, Joe.
I just want to say, maybe there's a chance. And I realize I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, but maybe they're not feeling this, and they've got the easy life. Because people are drawn into this cave because they want to be here by compulsion, and then they get here and they feel super calm. So maybe they just can very gently. These Minotaurs have got the easy life. They don't have to work too hard because things find their way in here, and they just direct them casually over to the sacrifice pit, like Maver said. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think we're being taken for a ride.
And that fills you with a calm feeling, actually. But you don't mind this.
And I like it. And I like it. I'm strangely
Really don't worry about it.
in tune with it.
At
Seems
this
legit.
point, seeing the rationale conflict, Mayra, do you have more of those cleansing touches? I believe you two are under the effects, and we may need your full mind ready. It seems to be
Mine is a good
conflict of what the thing, a conflict of what is going on right now.
Well, I can.
Okay.
Perhaps I should try to communicate with this boss.
Getting some actual information might be good if you can communicate.
Oi, you speak common?
It's actually very practical to just start there.
Yeah, way too practical. Come on.
Magic it is then.
It looks at you and says, "Blajan Vordai Ganjir," and shows again to the valley. And the others also like step aside and form an alley, sort of like showing you to go there. And some of them speak up, "Gonjar Varji," and
They're all like, this way.
this way, please.
This way to the dessert bar. You'll like it.
I'm very curious about what they're actually saying, though.
You guys, do you want me to do my thing now? I can do.
If you can, yes, that would be good.
I feel like a bit of a wizard on this trip.
You very much
Go
are.
ahead and cast comprehend languages again.
Yes, can you speak or just understand?
No, I can just understand.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So
Do Minotaurs have a swimming speed?
what? Please.
Shove 'em in the water.
Aquatic minotaurs.
Okay, hold on. Hey. I'll cast a spell.
Mhm.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Say all that again.
So they keep repeating, and what they say is that what do they say?
There's a dialogue.
Yeah. You go in the cave, this new home for you, with us. New home, says the others, repeating.
Just doing this.
Right. They want to kill all of us. And they want us to stay in this place and said it's our new home. Likely, if we go that way, we might find the people we're looking for, but we don't let these lads in on the fact that we know what's up.
I like your plan.
Well, that sounds good. Let's move forward.
There's some more info they share. Maybe.
Well, if he asks, but not on their own,
But comprehend languages, they don't. He can't speak. You can't speak the language, right?
For now, that's what they say.
Oh.
Okay. Now, you progress.
Oh, we like this place.
I will remove this image. Just put it aside here somewhere. Where to put it? Like
Delete
here.
it.
I will delete it.
They said we're with them now, right?
He said
Yeah,
the
it says your new
following.
home. Our new home.
It says, you go in the cave. This new home for you with us.
With
That's
co-hearing
our
that,
home.
with co-hearing that through Rax, as we advance, Co would be grabbing like a couple of yams and a couple of the mangoes then, because like, oh, this is for us.
Can you
And
please
he
move,
used
move your
telekinesis to
tokens?
yank it and grab it. Sorry.
So you move across the fields, and you can, as I said, and if you close in, zoom in on the map, you can see the bones of Minotaur, mostly Minotaur, but some other creatures, some other humanoid creatures as well.
Point at the bones. Make sure they see me point at the bones and look at them like, like what's this? What's up with this? What's up with this?
It says, go in cave. This was home to them as well.
Make a big. Do this. Was it a big old dragon that did this?
roll a
What? Not that.
charisma
What
check,
did
so
this?
I want to see your communication skills in action. Translate it into a roll.
That's awesome. I love the.
While that is going
16.
on, I'm going to cast, as we're moving to the entrance to where this purple light is emanating from. But before we get into it, because obviously this entire structure has been putting effects on us and whatnot, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, a few things before. If you could please roll an insight check, all of you, on the Minotaurs to assess their condition, sort of.
Oh, I did. I got a 16 on that.
But you know, it's actually
Whatever the
obvious.
charisma roll was.
Oh, the charisma. Yeah, I know. I saw. Yeah, great. I
Okay,
will
good.
tell you about the dragon impersonation.
Nothing.
Nothing. So anyone
18 on the inside.
19 for me.
18, 19, you can see they are, they are under
15.
15. Yeah, they are under compulsion. So you can see that their eyes are not really clear, and they are, of course, they are not acting natural. Okay. Now, as with the dragon thingy and the breath weapon imitation, you're doing it so fine. He says, "The fatted worm beast has not found us here."
I point at Celeste. Kill fatted worm beasts all the time. No, all the time. That's my job. Hey,
It says, "Go in cave. You are at home."
right. Point at one of them, and as we're slowly walking, be like, "Come on in the cave with us. Show us the cave."
They don't respond. They just line up sort of behind you as you enter the cave.
Right.
Where this
We're marching
purplish
to our
light
death. We are.
just- marching onto your death. Where this purplish light sheds. Now with detect magic, you don't. Well, you sense an aura of magic everywhere. Like there's a layer of. Yeah, you can roll to determine the school, I guess, or you can automatically determine the school.
Right. So it puts so I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. And then I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and then I can learn the school of magic.
Okay.
So I think her thought about detecting magic is, obviously there's magic stuff going on. But not knowing what we're walking into, she wants to put up that detect magic so she can hopefully see specific things that are popping up that maybe is going to, either
I tell
whatever.
you. So
Right.
you see this as you cast detect magic. You see this lingering purplish, faint mist or faint power just sparkles all around the valley, right? You can see two layers of this magic. You identify it immediately as enchantment, the school of enchantment.
Okay.
You can see, yep.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
You can see two layers, like a deep purplish sparkle and a light purplish sparkle. The deep purplish sparkle covers you and Rax. Okay? So you have it like it sticks to you. Not
Right.
Ko and not Pheromalars. Both of the powers, both of the magics has seeped into and sparkle on all of the Minotaurs outside. And as you turn, you can see that this magic or this sparkling gets heavier and more intense, more sparkles in the air towards the cave ahead. Okay?
Okay. I am going to cast protection from evil and good on my. Do I already have as a paladin? No. I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself. So this works against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So those creature types will have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. And I also can't be charmed, frightened, possessed by them. If I'm already charmed, frightened, or possessed, I can get advantage on a new saving throw.
So you cast the spell and praise the holy eternal mother, and nothing really happens. You can feel this shimmer. Actually, you drop the detect magic because both of them are concentration spells, right?
I am looking. No, protection from evil, and yes, it is a concentration. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. Yeah, detect magic. Okay, that
You
being
can revert. You want
I'm gonna not do the
backtrack?
protection.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep the detect magic going.
All right. So you guys move ahead. Let's Pheromalars who squeezes inside this 5-foot tunnel entrance. And what am I doing here? Oh, 1 second. Boom.
I'm just gonna say it. Maybe if we have to, we alert the dragon.
Oh.
If we have to make an escape, sometimes a bit of chaos can do you quite good.
That is a lot of chaos.
Aye. That's a lot of horns out there.
So there's a 10-foot circular cave entrance that leads into the cave system. Walls are completely covered by translucent crystal formations. Am I at the right place? Yeah. Formations with a white tint. A slight purplish glow reflects from the crystals, but its source of origin cannot be determined. As soon as you cross into the cave system, a magic mouth activates, and the spell, this magical mouth appears, and a raspy voice, like very raspy, draws out syllables and speaks a sentence in a familiar language, which is familiar to both of you, Tom in Pheromalars and Mera, but you can't speak it. You recognize it as some sort of an underwater aquatic language, a mixture of Elvish and aquatic, but you don't speak the language. Is the comprehend language still on? I would
Why
guess
not?
so, right?
How long does it last, Joe?
10 minutes, he says, so easily.
Oh.
It says these.
10.
It only Rex understands the words, which are again, you can hear the voice speaking in a very raspy, monotone tone. It says, "Fortify your intelligence against the mind-altering magics of the orb." Then the mouth is gone.
It says fortify your intelligence against the mind-altering magics. Intellect?
Fortify.
I can't remember everything I just heard. About the orb? Something about an orb. Let's steal yourselves, basically. I think that's the message.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm gonna let go of the detect magic, and I'm gonna use guidance
Mhm.
on myself. You guys are on your own.
But
But sorry, I
Very
can only touch
paladinish.
one willing creature. So, so I'm gonna use intelligence or use guidance on myself.
So again, it said, "Fortify your intellect against the mind-altering magics of the orb."
yeah, mind-altering magics. That's what it said. This is all bad. What we doing in this cave? Are there tracks on the ground like the people who came here, like
Oh, yeah.
human-sized tracks?
And
like
it's
they
just
continue?
it's just a cave entrance, and you can there's not long of a corridor or anything into the next cave. As you can see, you can already see a group of creatures in there. So you see the following: the cavern roof rises to 10 feet, and the same crystal structures cover the wall surfaces as in the corridor. Several bedrolls are spread on the hard crystalline floor, with 6 backpacks collected against the wall. So it's bedrolls, backpacks. Simple mess kits are spread around the bedrolls, holding the remains of mangoes and yam stew. A group of 4, 2 humans, 1 elf, and a halfling kneel in the middle of the cave, facing the tunnels beyond. They wear red robes with heavy embroidery of golden threads on their sleeves, depicting the symbol, a symbol. Okay, same outfit as you found with the dead, spellcaster. So I'm going to show you another image here. So you can, Tommy, can you put in some markers or tokens or whatever for these?
Sure. 6 of them?
There's 4 of them.
75 of
Mhm. Oh,
So there's a purplish light.
not creepy at all.
They are looking toward and they are not moving when you come in, right? So they are just staring at facing these 2 entrances. They're in the middle of the cave and facing these 2 entrances, cave, tunnels ahead. And yeah.
Can you move the image? Because I can.
It was a time I might have enjoyed something like this.
You'll have to tell us that story later.
That's a few drinks in.
Okay. Deal. Our play is still to go forward because that's where we think the people are for the ship, though, right?
These are the people from the ship.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was a cult.
In one group?
They-
In one group.
In one group, yeah.
That's not mutually exclusive. They could by this point.
Both, yeah.
Wait a minute. You guys are from the ship and you're in a cult? That's 2 things. 2 things at once.
So, where you locate? Where you at now? Like you step right in, right?
Yeah.
So do they seem to be like just in a trance?
They are like in a trance, and as at the moment you step in, you feel this crushing sort of thought like a thought that sparks from your own brain but takes over your own brain, right? Like an unnaturally uncontrollable thought that tries to dominate your ego, sort of. I would like to ask all of you to roll wisdom saving throws again. Yeah, the mouth said it.
13.
It's been good knowing everyone.
I use my inspiration.
Yeah, we are 5 minutes, maybe 10 into the 5 minutes.
I'm gonna use it too. That was I don't know if I well, it was a 14.
Nope.
That is a 25.
Very important roll.
Yeah.
A 14.
Okay, so
Can I
21
move the
for-
image?
Yes, please. Move everybody inside, please. Okay, so the following happens. This thought just takes over everyone's mind, excluding Mara. Mara, you shake it off. You're resistant. This is unnatural. This is not my thought, and this try to dominates me, and this is what the voice the mouth spoke about, and what Rax spoke about, that the voice spoke about, and you just resist it. But unfortunately, as you turn your head and look at the other three, including the dragon, Cole and Rax, they stand with the glare, that you recognize as a glare of
Empty.
yeah, like empty
So I would like
will-less.
I recognize they're coming under the effects of this magical effect. Can I cast Dispel Magic?
Immediately. Yeah, sure.
I didn't add the 3 that Mayor would have been providing either, so I think that makes me at a 25. Does that change?
What was your original roll? 20.
17. Then I have +5 on the save.
Oh no, you shake it off. I'm sorry, you
Okay.
shake it off. You also, it's very important. Both of you shake it off.
Yeah.
The dragon lowers its head, becomes sort of like catatone. Is there a word? Like
Yeah.
Catatonic.
catatonic, and the same happens to Rex. You just stare, and you both say, "We must go and tend to the yam." And then you turn and go and tend to the yam, but then goes this Dispel Magic.
Juicy mango.
I must harvest the fresh mango, says Feromalars.
Pick up the mangoes.
roll, April, roll high, and your roll finishes today's session, and we see how it turns
Okay.
out.
So this is going to be okay. So I need to roll. Oh, so I'm just rolling.
You're just
But-
rolling, and you tell
And
me
it's
what
a
you
Dispel Magic. My spellcasting ability is Charisma. Yeah. I need to think through this stuff. Oh, I have it right. No, that's that.
You can
All
use your
right.
inspiration if you want.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll +3. We're gonna add +3.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. That's pretty crummy.
Yeah, weak, but still. That's how Dispel Magic works. +3 is quite a lot, I would say.
So that's a 15.
Well, he goes, the yam must be. I must build a hut for myself.
Time to
says
make
Rex.
a-
It's
Okay,
not-
so that obviously didn't
It's
do
some
it.
sheeps.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
I allow you to use the inspiration. End the session. You can retry.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I will try one more time with Dispel Magic then. Not even better. Okay. In that case, I'm going to put Cleansing Touch.
Mhm.
But it's my last one.
Mhm.
Oh, on Rex.
Mhm.
Oh, Lars.
Mhm.
Don't waste it on me.
It's a heavy.
Lars makes better
I'm gonna
rolls
put
than
it
It's
on.
a dilemma.
Because I know Rax has magic.
Yeah.
Time to.
So I'm gonna put it on Rax on the thought that maybe he can do something to pull Lars out of this.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna use cleansing touch on Rax.
So
Well, I'll be a werewolf's flea circus ringmaster. We're under the effect of a spell.
Yes, you are.
oh my god, I had this image. The werewolf and the flea circus. Perfect. You shake your head and you're like, what the what? And then, the whole commotion that goes on doesn't bother these actually there's 4 of them, not 5 as in the image. These 4 who just kneel there and wait, and they say well, they don't say anything. They just look back at you maybe, and they stare, and then what you see is Feromolars just very slowly just goes out of the cave and
Embles out.
yeah, and goes to the closest mango tree. You can put your character, your token out there next to a tree, and with his claws just starts picking mangoes, and then one of the minotaurs just comes next to him and puts a plow next to him and then walks away, and then they just look at each other and smile, and then he picks the mangoes.
Well, we lost him. Time to leave.
And I would say that's where we end our session today. What's your takeaways? What do you think? What do you think? You had a messy. You have read the journal. You have seen something. What's your take?
What's happening here?
Well,
how does your character relate to it?
I always like when things take a sudden and very unexpected turn. I mean, you expected to find odd things, but all of a sudden this sort of, and I don't know, my head immediately goes to like eldritch kind of mind control sort of. I love the calm valley and you go in here. This is your new home now. You go in there, it's all good. This is how it worked. And that we can see that, they went in there and now they are all tending these yams, which clearly we shouldn't be eating. The fruit in this valley is clearly bad. But yeah, I think Rax being someone of 10 down the line and the stats that really often matter really dislikes this to a strong degree. Not only feels wildly out of his element, but that it's very, he's aware that he can be taken advantage of, through magic and manipulation, and he falls for things quite a bit. And I think this is just infuriating to him, and he's ready to do the work when it's time to do the work. He's like, I can do that. So yeah, but it's fun. It's really fun. It's kind of great situations, I think, for these characters. And thank goodness for the paladin.
Oh yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes.
So
definitely.
good.
The savior. So April, what do you think? Or John, whoever.
Go ahead, John.
There's flashbacks to me for the movie Serenity of like the Reavers horror and the horror we have of the half dragon to then enter the planet that everyone was so calm that they just fell asleep and died, and that is more scary than the Reavers, and I like that tension. And as Joe said, like being the stat that I am, like falling into it is just like, you want the video game of no load, but no, you have to take the roles, and that's fun. That's it's the teamwork too, and all those things. It creates the horror, because as a game mechanic, like I want to go take on that dragon. That sounds fun, but like we're in more danger now, and that's a fun story.
Glad you like it.
It's fun to fail saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Create situations.
As long as one of us succeeds.
We are prepared to, we wrote the story so that you can start, making your little farm here and, just go Farmville. Please.
Yeah, I mean, the story goes where the story goes, right?
Yeah.
We'll find a
We're
good
prepared for
start, yeah.
it all. You want to add something to that, April?
Oh no, I think that these guys covered it. All good, and yes, I'm definitely glad that some of those things came in to help, but also excited and interested to see where we are. And let's pull Lars back from the brink. I hope Rex has got something. That was my clutch.
You will find a way.
Does Rex have anything?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do know that Mayra's definitely concerned of the fact that these were revealed to be competent wizards because they had fought against the were stingrays and their combined magics, and obviously they brought themselves here, and that they've all been overcome.
Yeah.
Is particularly concerning.
Yes.
So
I've definitely got plenty that can be helpful. Things like
Good slap.
10-foot
like
rope.
jump,
Ball.
Yeah.
Goodberry. I mean, we got this.
all they just need is
Speaking
something
animals.
else that tastes better than the yam.
We're in good shape.
Put the stick, the 10-foot pole, tie it to Lars, put the good berry in front, and have them walk that way.
You
If only
will.
we had magic missile.
Yes, you have time to figure out how to do this. Come up with a plan, and we will execute it next time.
Yeah.
So I would like to conclude today's session and thank everyone for watching. Thank you to all of you guys, John, April, and Joe from Twice the Dice for being with us. Please visit Joe's and April's channel, which will be linked, where they play Crown of the Oathbreaker. Crown of the Oathbreaker. I love how you say
Yeah.
it,
Joe, do it.
Joe, do it, Joe! Joe! Crown of the Oathbreaker. Yeah! And please check out Crown of the Oathbreaker and Torrents of the Spellhoarder at elderbrain.com if you're interested in these adventures and campaign settings. You can catch us on Discord. Please like and subscribe to keep track of our future sessions, and join us next time. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.